So big game tomorrow night. Any changes from last week?
Yeah, it's a very big game for us. I think that one of the most important in the season, and can be one or two changes. We are thinking that Cello is now in a good condition. Last week he was in a 60-70% of his condition, and he's a player that if he's in a good condition, the normally that he play. And we are thinking also to make maybe another change. But I think that we will travel with all the squad. Everybody's ready. Important players can be in the bench because now in this moment everybody is doing the best, and I have a difficult decision. And this is good for the team because if everybody work hard, the first 11 can be strong, and also the replacements are normally playing the first 11, and this makes that the performance of the team and the quality of the players that they are in the field is very high.
Just Zula, you talked to him for maybe 5 minutes when they were taking free kicks. Is there anything specific in what you said?
No, it's a thing that in football happens. Tomorrow I want a defensive strong team, and I told to him that he don't be in the first 11 because I want to put in the back players that are more defensive than offensive, thinking that we play away, and also that they play high balls, a lot of high balls, corners, fouls, and to have a lot of skills, a lot of virtues, but he is not a player that is strong in the air. And I explained to him that tomorrow he don't start, he will be in the bench in the starting, and I explained to him that every single game is different options for the coach, and just I am explaining this to him because I think that it's fair when one player is not in the team explain why the coach take this decision.
Josep, what about Richard? He looked good out there. Is he one player that you expect might come back this week?
Yeah, Jite is a player that will come back. It's very important for our style. The player that make that the team play, and is a very important player for us.
Does that mean Tarek will be left back?
Yeah, Tarek is one of the options, but he can do the job.
And obviously Tarek, you're going back to where you used to live. And you get emotional going back home?
Look, it's different. Obviously playing in front of my friends and family always brings happiness to me, but look, it's not a game about me or the Wanderers. There's no problems between myself and the club. So for me, it's about concentrating on what we want to do here at Adelaide United and play the game. You know, obviously the first game you play against them is always a bit of tension, but that's it. Life goes on, and it's the third game we've played them. So for me, it's just another game.
Tarek, how important? I mean, there's a massive logjam in the ladder at the moment. How important for you guys to get 3 points?
Look, it's so cliche. We keep saying that every game's like a final, but it is. It's the business end of the season, and all the teams that are around us are on close points or equal points to us. And for us, it's vital to, if we want to be contenders at the end of the season, and obviously finish higher up on the ladder, we have to win this game. They're a team on top of us, and obviously they 4 points ahead of us. So for us to get 3 points is very vital and keep us 1 point behind them. But for us, if you're going to worry about looking at the table and where you stand and all that, it kind of gets to your head a bit. So I think for us, it's just about going out there, doing the job, and making sure that we stick together and pull through in the end.
They rested maybe 8 players, stayed back home, key players, and I think even an assistant coach, so they're taking tomorrow night very seriously. It looks like they're going to change the team again.
Yes, I think that what they did is that they bring a lot of importance to the league, A-League, and to the game that they will play this weekend. And they have a bigger squad and have players that just can play in Asia and players that just can play in Australia. And they have 2 teams, and they use one team for one competition and the other team for the other. And it's what I expect, that the game will be very strong, and of course they need to fight because for them it's important to be in top 2 to get this chance to play Asia next season, and it's his objective. And I think that they take the game very important, like us, and they will play with the best squad that they have.
Yeah, so great news about Nabil. How confident does it make you knowing that you've got someone else that could possibly be in a Socceroos squad?
I think that Mabille now is very young. He's just 18. It's a good news for us, like a club, for him, like a player, and for the country, for Socceroos, because he's a player that I think that he have a very good potential, and in the future can be a very important player. Now in our squad he's important because he's playing almost every game, coming from the bench a lot of times, but he have his space in the team. And 18 years old player that is playing with this regularly is not frequent, and I think that is an important player. We need to take care of him, we need to build him because he is in the process of his knowledge, and I think that is a good thing for everybody, for the club, for him, and also for the soccer.
Josep, you've indicated you want a more defensive player rather than an attacker in Zula's case. Does that indicate you're happy with the style and you're moving more to tactical stuff of who you're playing against?
We are. I think that the style that we want in the beginning, we get. We can improve in things, but not now is not the moment. Now is the moment for to be competitive, and this is what we are doing. I think that we stop now the process of learning new movements. We stop now the process of build more the style for to be concentrated in the last games and to be more competitive, for to try to arrive to the finals. In the end, if we arrive, is very nice, and we need to try to make this mix. Now that we have this style that everybody know what we need to do in the field, we try also to be competitive and to try to get points. What I mean, that maybe in the beginning, if we are winning 2-0 and we don't have the style, I don't make any change in terms of style. But now in these 5 games, if we are winning and I need to put one more defensive midfield, I will do, because in this moment, these last games, to get a result is also important, and the style is do it. The people know the movements. In the beginning, if I start to make changes, the people can be confused. Now everybody knows his job, and if in one moment we need to change something just to get the result, these last 5 games, I think that is something that we need to do to try to be competitive.
Sorry, Tarek, Brendan Sanderlab, he's been accused of saying some stuff to Ali Abbas, and obviously you know him as a person. What can you tell us about him?
Oh, look, whatever's happened between Sanderlab and Ali is just something that's happened on the field that we don't really know about. I think that's what they're still trying to sort out. But I think, you know, it was a derby for them, a massive derby, and some words were exchanged. I'm friends with Ali, a very good friend of mine. I spoke to him and just sent him my support. But in terms of what happened between him and Sanderlab, stays between him and Sanderlab. It's got nothing to do with me. But that's something else, and we've obviously got our game, and I've got myself to worry about, and going away from home and getting the 3 points.
Just words on the pitch, I mean, is that a common occurrence? Like just a bit of banter?
Oh, look, everyone deals with things differently. If someone said something that hurt me, probably wouldn't go out in the media, but I'll probably get them back sometime in the game, not verbally, but probably in the tackle. And then we'll deal with it after the game. But look, these things happen. There's always words. Growing up, I think there was a lot more. When I played for Sydney Olympic when I was younger, there was a lot of racial comments floating about, but nothing major. It happened on the field, get on with it. But look, Ali's probably a bit more sensitive than I am. I'm obviously very Australian. I was born and raised in Australia, where he's come from a war-torn country, and you know, if there was something racial or whatever happened, he probably would have taken it more to heart than what I would have. So look, that's something between them two, and something for the FFA to deal with.
Growing up here, you maybe desensitised to that sort of stuff?
Yeah, look, I've been brought up very Australian with my parents. You know, I moved out of home at 17 to chase my dream of being a footballer, and my parents were very supportive. You know, went to English schools and did everything like that. And my parents on the weekends made sure that I was off the streets and playing my football, and were always supportive. So in terms of that, it's, you know, the Australian way. My parents have adapted to it, and they brought us up to be good young men, and my sister's good women.
Yes.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Joseph, going back to the game, do you instruct your defenders to particularly mark a forward when you play against various teams? Do you actually say to Tarek, now it's your job to look after this guy and make sure he can't do too much?
No, it's not our way. Everybody have his space in the field, and the player that go in this space is the player that that the defender need to take. We don't say you need to take this player. That different is in a corners, fouls, these things. We have personal marking some, and some just defense in zone. But in the normal way that when you are playing, any player have his marking special for it. If the player go to this side, is your player. If the player go to the other side, is for another player.
Sorry, who would you prefer, Hersey on your side?
I'd say Hersey will be there, but at the end of the day, I know my job. Whoever I'm playing against, it's to make sure that I give it my all. And West Sydney are a very hard-working team, and I'm sure whoever plays there will be someone fast. Haven't played there last season, and I think we've got plenty of speed in that position.
Josep, you mentioned about more defensive. Because you're playing away, are you content with the nil draw, or are you? No.
It's not nothing with the result. It's just when I mean more defensive, I mean they play a lot of long balls. They heading a lot of balls, corners, fouls, these things, and I need people that is more strong. When you play at home or away, I think that nobody can feel that either I play one way at home and one way away. We play the same, and tomorrow we will go there and we will attack. And we want to try to play in his field, and we try to be away of our goal and close to his goal. But you need to be smart, and if they are strong in something, you need to adapt and to choose the players that you think that can help more. And of course, when you play at home, it's better because you have the support of your people, you play in your field, and this is something that is important. This season we play just 13, and next season we will play 14 at home. And I think that this is important. And also this season we play away against the top 3 teams in the league 2 times. Against Western Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne Victory, we go 2 times away. And these things are important. We have one less game at home that a lot of teams, and we play against the 2 top 3 2 times away. This is something that sometimes the people don't think, but is important. It's important to think, and next season will be better in this case because we will have one more game here, and the teams that are playing very well and this will come to our home more times than we will go away.
Josep, you've been a fabulous scoring side. You've scored a lot of goals this season, but is the defence the area you do need to tighten up on?
Who?
Your defence, do you need to stop conceding?
No, in the beginning we pay the process, but now we are considering the goals that every normal team is considering. What I mean, go to Brisbane and receive 2 goals, normal, the top team. We are not receiving a lot of goals. In the beginning, yes, but in the beginning we pay for the process. Next season we will pay this because this is do it. In that moment, it's like the team start to play in the 10 games, in the round 10. Next season we don't have this. It's normal. The process that we pay, and we are when we are for this. Because if not, if we have this, if you see the last games, we are more up in the table. But something that is normal, is process, is first year, is something that we say in the beginning, and just keep working, 5 games, play hard, and in the end we will see. And next season, yes, next season we need to fight from the first game to be in the finals and to be in the top if we can.
Have you double checked if your bus is going to turn up this time? If your bus, because I think last time in Parramatta the bus didn't turn up, you had to walk to the stadium. Have you made the phone call?
We will try. In the end, it was nice. It was different.
Beautiful view.
Environment. The people joke with us, the fans of Western Sydney, and that was a bad experience. If tomorrow we need to work, for me it's okay.
Just that the other day McCain injured his ankle. He had ice on his ankle. Is he okay now? Is there any problems with that?
No, he's okay. He's okay. Everybody's ready, and everybody that is in the list is 100%, and everybody can play. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.